Hello everyone and welcome back to Abundant Automation. So we just finished our iron and copper assembly lines. We worked through the night. It's 4 a.m., 4:30 in the morning. So yeah, no time to rest. Rise and shine, because what we'll need to do now is build a bus, or at least what's going to be a bus. So for that, I'm gonna need quite a bit of belts. Well, let me actually do a little bit of rudimentary automation down here. Let's do something like this. Make this ammo, gear wheels, and transport belts. So that's just some temporary fix here. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, since we don't actually have insert a stack size bonus, even the chest's not enough. Alright, but that's about as good as I want it to be. Let's limit this to about 250. I think 5 stacks more than enough there too. Speaking of 5 stacks, let's get automation 2 for blue inserters. We're still fairly okay on the pollution. Okay, so let's get to work on this whole main bus thing. So I'll want to have plenty of space to reorder lines and maybe even expand the smelters into, or maybe put in buffer storage or what have you. Fact of the matter is, I don't want the main bus to start up there. So where I want it to start, let's just call it one chunk. Let's start it down there. So that'll be that, and then more of that. Okay, now iron's looking pretty good now. I will need more splitters for this. Belts produced automatically. No need to worry about that. Yeah, some poles, some more inserters, and also an assembling machine. So as I said, I want to aim for 4 lines of iron, 4 lines of copper. I think I'll just put in 4-lane rebalancers at the beginning of this bus. Oops. And after that, we'll probably take like 2 lines of each into green circuits. I know it's not the perfect ratio, but for the moment, it's probably going to be enough. And then we can think about more specific stuff later. It just takes forever to clear those. Crappy submachine gun, yellow ammo. Okay, so leave a gap of 4 here. That's that. Also some more underground belts. Now, if you've never seen one of these rebalancers, I should probably take just a minute or two. What this does, it basically redistributes everything that goes into these 4 lanes up here evenly into those 4 outputs. And the way it does that is pretty simple, actually. Since splitters, as it says over there on the right, they split incoming conveyor belts cargo 1 to 1. Basically means if these belts are belts A through D, so that's A, B, C, and D, this splitter will output half of belt A and half of belt B on this tile, and half of belt A and the other half of belt B on this tile. Which then means, alright, we have one half of A and one half of B running down here, getting split again. So this then means we have A quarter and B quarter running down here and there. So that's already 1/4 of A and B, and the other half of A and B, the one that didn't go down here, goes in here, gets split again, and transported below the center to these two lines. So that's another 1/4 of A and 1/4 of B, amounting to all of the input from A and B up here. And basically the same things with C and D, so that you end up with 50% of 25% of A, B, C, and D on every one of these belts down here. Now that's a pretty neat concept. We're going to be using it a lot throughout the series, splitting, balancing lines, balancing multiple lanes. What's up with this? Oh, that's probably helpful to have inserters here. Yeah, as I said, it's going to be a recurring theme that we want to take n number of input belts and rebalance them to an m number of outputs. Common applications for this will be at mining outposts, where we have some number of inputs for some number of lines of ore from our miners, and we'll want to rebalance them to a fixed number of lines to put into our train loading stations. Alright, through all of this talking, I completely lost track of what I was doing. No, that's okay. It's probably a good idea to just go up here and grab some stuff. More belts. No, we don't actually need a belt factory anymore. We have one down there. Also, building green circuits will be pretty much the next thing we do after the main bus is done, so no need to have that up here. So that's about as much as we'll need. Okay. So our main bus, like I said, I want 4 lines of copper and 4 lines of iron. They're gonna arrive down here, get rebalanced, and then immediately 2 lines of... So what's... Yeah, let's put iron on the left. Just makes a little bit of sense. And copper on the right. There you go. And now you can see all of this in action. A nice 4-way balancer. And now as we add more iron smelting over there and more copper smelting over here, we'll connect up those remaining 3 lanes, but for now that's actually plenty. Okay, so that's the beginning of our main bus. Fairly decent. Hover over some iron and copper. Also get rid of our copper ore here. How are we looking on? I can't actually believe that we didn't expand our pollution cloud, like at all. doing this. I mean, there is somewhat of a forest over here, but oh well, I won't complain too much. Right, so let's take... Oh no, that's not actually what I want. So let's do a little bit of planning. I'll probably want a space of 4 tiles in the middle to remain empty. And then I'll have green circuits over on the left side here. The west side green circuit production. So somewhere down here, 2 lines of iron are going to be left, 2 lines of copper are going to be left. Then we'll have green circuits over here. That's about what I want. So let's say this is the first copper line that gets used here. Let's pull this over here. I already have a pretty solid idea of the build I want to do for green circuits. It's not actually my own invention. I think this is one of Colonel Will's designs. So if you don't know him, definitely check him out. He has, at least to my knowledge, the biggest and most badass Factorio mega base you can find on Twitch. So yeah, give it a look. Yeah, where do we start? There does seem a little close. Let's think a little. So this is gonna be green circuits, iron, copper. Steel is also gonna come in from the right, from the left. Then I'll have maybe stone and bricks, some utility lines. So it seems like a somewhat workable idea to have 2 lanes of green circuits here, 1 red, 1 blue. We won't be able to fill any of these completely anytime soon, but we'll still need them. And then maybe give it an additional some space. Ugh, I don't know. Let's just say we do 4 additional lanes here and then leave additional 4 lanes there and a little bit more and then we'll just start here, just eyeballing it. Alright. I'll remove all of that, doesn't need to be there. So this amazing green circuit build. So as you may notice, the recipe for for electronic circuits, as they are called, takes 1 copper plate and 3 copper cable. So assuming we can supply iron plate, we'll need 3 copper cable factories for every 2 electronic circuit factories, and that's because we need 3 per half second. So that's 6 copper cables per second, and 1 copper cable factory produces 4 per second. So 3 of them produce 12 per second, which is exactly what 2 of these consume per second. And you can of course say that, alright, these don't have a crafting speed of 1, they have a crafting speed of 0.5, so they don't actually produce 4 per second, but rather 2 per second. But all things being equal, these will, if you only have the same tier of machine in your chain, you'll only ever need to worry about absolute ratios and never about timing. Okay. So yeah, let's do 1 input there, should be enough. Then What am I doing? Yeah, 2 outputs each, and now comes the trick. Because we'll need to input iron here somewhere, we'll take advantage of inserter stack size bonus by putting them from the factory into a chest and only from another chest onto belts. And that way we can also bring iron in very easily. So this design I think was also showcased in one of Negative Root's Factorio series. I think it was the Break the Game edition. And now what we'll do is just have all of these run in through the middle and double it up. Oops, yeah, that was correct. And double it up on the other side. Do the same thing again. Now usually I would say, well, this design, it's someone else's. I want to have my own design, but this is just so good. I didn't find a way to, at least for the early game, improve much on this. So yeah, just gonna go with it. Okay, now, whoops, 1 and 2, and 1, 2. Ooh, hello. Your electronic circuits, you are copper cable. And of course we are 1 inserter, or not even. Was just hiding. Alright, and now we do have our 4 inputs. And our output in the center. That was pretty close actually. So that's that. And we'll just have these come over here. Second iron thingy go in here. And these will go down that way. Oh, and we'll want this to go underground so that this can go through there. Pull all of this down. And now I do realize what I did. No, that's a little bit of a problem there. What I wanted to do is have these two run all the way across. That's no matter, we can fix it. We can fix it. We'll need more iron though. Yeah, I'll just tear down this splitter and go a bit further back. All right. Yeah, so that's that. Second copper will come in back here. And yeah, my desire for nice layouts is getting me here. So Yeah, well, we are about on time for this episode, so I'm gonna think a little bit about this in the break. But as always, thanks a lot for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please consider hitting some of the associated buttons below and or leave a comment. I've been Disgrind, and I hope to see you soon.